Hello everyone, this is class 12 geography. This is the chapter 1 of Man and Economic book. Chapter Population, Distribution, Density, Growth and Composition. Actually in this book we will discuss the Indian context of human geography. As you know, in your 12th syllabus there is a human geography. So the human geography book is related to the world level human geography, and the Man and Economy book is related to the India level human geography. And this is the first chapter of this Man and Economic book. This is regarding with the population of India. In India, in this chapter we will discuss the distribution of population, density, growth and the composition of population in India. So let's start the chapter. Population, distribution of population. As you know, the main characteristic of India, that is the diversity. So also it is also found in the population scenario. Population is unevenly distributed in India. There is no evenly distribution of population in India. In such area there is a large population, or in some area there is a less population. So UP has the highest population, or we can say the highest population area is the UP. Then followed by Bihar, West Bengal and Andhra Pradesh. So these are the major, or we can say the major states of the high population areas. Then UP, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Gujarat, these states accounts near about 76% total population of India. It means इंडिया की 76% पॉपुलेशन सिर्फ इन 6-7 स्टेट्स में एग्जिस्ट करती है, और बाकी की नियर अबाउट 25 या 24% जो पॉपुलेशन है वो पूरे के पूरे रेस्ट ऑफ स्टेट्स में एग्जिस्ट करती है. सो इट क्लियरली शोज अनइवन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इन इंडिया. Arunachal Pradesh there is only 0.11%, and Uttaranchal there is only 0.83% population ratio. So what are the reason or causes behind this uneven distribution of population? We can classify them in 3 parts: physical factors, socio-economic factors and historical factors. These are the major factor for the uneven distribution of population. The first is the physical factor. Physical factor like climate. If the climate is soothing, so it will attract the population to exist. But if there is a harsh climate condition like too much hot or too much cold, so it will not attracting for the population distribution or the population existence. Then availability of water. Water, as you know, the primary need of the human being. Terrain means the surface area. If the surface is even, so it attract the population distribution or the population existence. If the terrain is rough, so it will not appropriate for the human settlement. Then transportation facility also affect the population. Second, that is the socio-economic factor like settled agriculture. As you know, India is an agriculture country. Near about 68% population exists in or engaged in agriculture activity. So the area which is not appropriate for the agriculture are not as much populated. So the agriculture development, pattern of human settlement, transport facility, industry, urbanization, all these factors also influence the population distribution in India. Then last, that is the historical factor. Development of cities such as Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai by Britishers. As you know, in the colonial period, these are the port area developed by the colonial rule, mean the Britishers, for the trade and the expansion of the trade to the European countries. So that's why these area or these states already these states are already developed. So that's why there is a more population in these states or areas. Next term, that is the density of the population. Just we discussed the distribution of population. Now we are discussing the density of the population. Density of the population means the number of person per unit area. The density of the population of 2001 is 313 person per square kilometer. This is lowest in the Arunachal Pradesh, only 13% per square kilometer, and the maximum in the Delhi. But Delhi is a union territory. So if we talk about the state that where is the highest population density, so that is the Bihar. Now it is Bihar and the West Bengal. Himalayan states, or we can say the east states or the north states of the Himalayan areas, there is a very low density of the population. The Ganga plain also. We can calculate the population from two types, from the physiological density and from the agriculture density. These are the formula of this density. Next term, that is the growth of population. Growth means change, as we already discussed in Human Geography book chapter 4, Human Development, Growth and Development. So growth is referred to a change. People living in a particular area between 2 points of time, it's expressed in percentage. There are two components of the population change, natural and second one is induced. Natural growth is analyzed by crude birth rate and death rate. Birth rate and death rate, these are the natural factors, and the migration, this is the another factor for the population change of the area. In growth we are referring the change in the population. Next, the stage of population change. Stages of the population change. First stage, from 1901 to 1929. This is the stagnant growth, means due to the high birth rate but also at the high death rate. यानी कि इस टाइम पीरियड में, इस 21 टाइम ईयर्स के टाइम पीरियड में अगर हाई बर्थ रेट था तो डेथ रेट ऑल्सो वर हाई, यानी बर्थ रेट भी हाई था और डेथ रेट भी हाई था. सो द पॉपुलेशन स्टेगनेंट, ग्रोथ कैसी थी, बहुत ही स्लो थी, बहुत ही कम थी. मेजर रीज़न फॉर दिस, पुअर मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज़, low literacy rate, inefficient distribution of food and the basic facilities. So these are the causes behind the stagnant growth. Second stage, that is the from 1921 to 51. This is a steady growth, यानी कि यहाँ थोड़ी ग्रोथ होना स्टार्ट हो गया था, क्योंकि 1921 से 51 तक आते आते हमने हेल्थ और सैनिटेशन में थोड़ी सी इम्प्रूवमेंट कर लिया था. सो उससे मॉर्टिलिटी को हमने थोड़ा सा, यानी डेथ रेट को हमने थोड़ा सा कम करा, और बेटर ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी. सो बर्थ रेट रिमेन हाई, यानी बर्थ रेट तो हाई रहा लेकिन डेथ रेट कैसी हो गई, कम हो गई. एंड इट इन्फ्लुएंस द इंक्रीज इन द पॉपुलेशन. द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ वर्ल्ड वॉर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन, इट इन्फ्लुएंस. तो इस एज में बर्थ रेट हाई था बट डेथ रेट कम हो गया था, लेकिन फिर भी जो वर्ल्ड वॉर पीरियड था उसने पॉपुलेशन को कहीं ना कहीं इफ़ेक्ट किया. तो पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज़ तो हुआ लेकिन स्टडी ग्रोथ में ही इंक्रीज़ हुआ. थर्ड स्टेज, फ्रॉम 1951 टू 1981. दिस इज़ द एक्सप्लोजन ईयर, वी कैन से एक्सप्लोजन टाइम पीरियड ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ. ड्यू टू देयर इज़ अ रैपिड फॉल इन द मोर्टिलिटी रेट. मोर्टिलिटी मीन्स डेथ रेट, क्योंकि डेथ रेट में बहुत रैपिड फॉल आया. रीज़न हाई फर्टिलिटी रेट थी, रीज़न हेल्थ एंड सैनिटाइज फैसिलिटी बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रूव हो गई थी, मेडिकल फैसिलिटी बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रूव हो गई थी. सो इट्स ऑफरिंग अ explosion of the population. In this time, improvement of the living condition, because there is an introduction of 5-year planning from 1951. So there is a citizenship focus or citizen focus planning made by the government. So it's also improved the living condition and it also increase the migration. So this time period is called as the explosion, means बहुत ज़्यादा population का increase होना. 4 onward growth rate decline. Crude birth rate decline due to the increased marriages, age and improve of life and the education. अब धीरे धीरे लाइफ और एजुकेशन फैसिलिटीज़ इंक्रीज़ होने लगी, जिससे जब लिटरेसी इंक्रीज़ होगी तो हमें डिसबैलेंस बिटवीन द रिसोर्सेज एंड पॉपुलेशन नंबर में समझ में आया, और धीरे धीरे पॉपुलेशन को कि हमने बर्थ रेट को भी कंट्रोल किया और एक्चुअल पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ थोड़ा सा उसमें क्या हुआ, डिक्लाइन हुआ. बट इन सब में भी देयर इज़ अ रीजनल वेरिएशन. जो पॉपुलेशन चेंज हुआ या पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ हुआ वो सभी एरियाज़ में एक जैसे नहीं हुआ. देयर इज़ अ रीजनल वेरिएशन इन दिस पॉपुलेशन चेंज. इट इज़ लेस देन 20% इन साउदर्न स्टेट्स. इट इज़ हाई इन नॉर्थ वेस्ट सेंट्रल एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट्स, यानी कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट्स में ग्रोथ रेट हाई रही, जबकि सदर्न स्टेट्स में यह बहुत लिमिटेड रही। द एडोलसेंस परसेंटेज इज 22% मेल एंड 53% फीमेल। फीचर ऑफ द एडोलसेंट पॉपुलेशन, हाई पोटेंशियल, क्वाइट वनरेबल। Then challenges faced by the adolescents. This is an important term. There are number of challenges which are facing by the adolescents. Adolescents is the youth of our country, and our country development depend on the shoulder of this youth. So we have to फोकस ऑन दिस एडोलसेंस। हमें इस एडोलसेंस वाली एज पर फोकस करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यही हमारी कंट्री के डेवलपमेंट का यूथ है और कंट्री का डेवलपमेंट इन्हीं के शोल्डर्स पर डिपेंड करता है। सो देर आर सम चैलेंजेस फेस्ड बाय दीज एडोलसेंस एंड वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैम। Lower ages at marriage. In rural areas, at the age of 14 or 13 means that teenagers, they being married. Illiteracy, it is very dropout number in the rural areas. Then female illiteracy, maximum female illiterate रहती हैं, जिससे वो डेवलप नहीं कर पाती हैं. School dropouts number. Low intake of nutrients, because due to the poverty they low intake the nutrients, so that's why they become anemic and they can't contribute in the different works. High rate of maternal mortality of adolescent mothers due to the giving birth to child in a very low age. It's a high maternal mortality rate in adolescent mother. High rate of HIV AIDS due to the unawareness of the different things. Physical and mental disability, drug abuse. So these are the different problems faced by the adolescents. Then we have to give focus and we need to work in these areas. Like we need to start the national youth policy and we have to work in this national youth policy. We need to improve and responsible citizens. We need to youth empowerment, giving importance to the youth healthcare, sports and recreation facilities, and we need to innovate something in the field of science so we can help these adolescents in different areas and they can do development. Then population composition. Any area's population composed by age and sex, place of residence, ethnic characteristics, their tribes, languages, religion, material status, literacy rate, education and occupation. These are, we can say, the characteristics of the population. So first we see the rural urban composition. In India, near about 72 according to your book, but presently this is 68%. 68% people live in villages. India has near about 6 million villages according to the 2001 census, but now we have to learn the data of 2011. Goa and Maharashtra, the state of Bihar and Sikkim have very low percentage of rural area. In spite of Goa and Maharashtra have very low rural population, and Bihar and Sikkim have very high rural population. So in this way we can say that Bihar and Sikkim are the rural population area and Goa and Maharashtra are the urban population area. Union Uttarakhand have also rural population except Dadar Nagar Haveli. Thus means all the union territories have also rural population except Dadar Nagar and Haveli. सिर्फ दादर नागर हवेली के अलावा जितनी भी टेरिटरीज हैं यूनियन टेरिटरीज एक्सेप्ट दिल्ली ऑल्सो, वहाँ पर मैक्सिमम पॉपुलेशन रूरल ही है. इन द इंडिया राजस्थान इज़ लेस दैन 200%. अगर हम पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी की बात करें तो राजस्थान की पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी 200% पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर है. It is more than 17,000 person in Kerala urban population and it is equally 27.8%. Linguistic composition. Languages. According to the Grison, he classified the different languages group. So according to the Grison, there are 179 language, 544 dialects and near about 22 scheduled language. As you know, there are 22 scheduled or constitutional language in India. Hindi speaker, maximum number of the Hindi speaker 40%. Then smallest language is Kashmiri. Means इंडिया में मैक्सिमम जो स्पीकर्स हैं लैंग्वेज के वो हिंदी स्पीकिंग है और मिनिमम जो है वो है कश्मीरी, सिर्फ 0.01% पीपल. देन लैंग्वेज फैमिली, देयर आर 4 लैंग्वेजेस फैमिली इन इंडिया. ऑस्ट्रिक, देन द्रविडियन, देन साइनो तिब्बतियन, देन इंडो यूरोपियन and outside. In different states exist this kind of language, but in other state also we can find the languages of people. Then religion composition, maximum Hindu distributed in all states except Pakistan border, Jammu Kashmir and northeast states. Muslim are concentrated in Jammu and Kashmir, West Bengal, UP, Delhi. Christian population is concentrated in the western coast near northeast states, the western coast and northeast states. Sikhs are concentrated in northwest India. Jain Buddhists are concentrated in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, then Karnataka. Tribes are located in India. Hindus, the number of religion composition 80% people of Hindu, so India is a Hindu majority country. Then 13% of Muslim, that's why they called as minority. Then Christian, Sikh, Buddhism and Jain and others. So Hindus are in majority form and other are in minority form. Composition of working population. Main workers work more than 183. Composition of working population. We can classify the work population in three groups. Those who have worked more than 183 they called as main workers. So those who have worked less than 183 they called as marginal workers. So in India 39% workers and 69% are non-workers, means there is a very less ratio of the working population in India. Large percentage of dependent population, dependent like children, women and old age person. So that's why they are largely number of unemployed people. 25% working population in Goa and 53 in Mizoram. Occupational category. As you know, there are 4 occupational category: primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary and the quaternary sector. In these sector there are cultivators, agricultural laborers, household industrial workers and the other workers. But there is another spatial variation, means state to state or area to area variation in the working participation. Himachal Pradesh and Nagaland have high proportion of the cultivators because there is a land availability, as well as these area as less developed area, so maximum population engage in cultivating. Then Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Jharkhand, West Bengal, high proportion of workers because these area of mining deposit area, so that's why they are high proportion of workers. Then in urban center, high proportion of service because they provide different kind of service, the number of people engaged in service sector. Non-availability of land and the presence of industry encourage the working of the people. This is the explanation of this chapter. Thank you.